Hello and welcome to another helpful and motivational episode here at English Whispers, the channel where you can improve your English and your life step by step. I'm really glad you are here with me today. Thank you so much for listening. Maybe you are walking outside. Maybe you are cooking. Maybe you are relaxing in your room. Wherever you are, I want this episode to give you strength, clarity, and practical tools. Today's topic is something very powerful: discipline and consistency. We often talk about motivation. Motivation is important, but motivation comes and goes. Some days you feel motivated, other days you don't. That's normal. But what keeps you moving forward even on days when you don't feel like it? The answer is discipline and consistency. In this episode, we will explore what discipline really means, why it's more reliable than motivation, how consistency shapes your success, and 5 simple ways you can build both in your daily life and in your English learning. And remember, this podcast is not just about ideas. It's also about practicing your English. So repeat after me when you can. Speak out loud. Let your voice become strong, just like your discipline. All right, are you ready? Let's begin. What is discipline? What is consistency? Let's start by understanding these 2 words. Discipline means doing what you need to do, even when you don't feel like it. It's about control, self-respect, and commitment. Consistency means doing something regularly, again and again, over time. It's about repeating small actions until they become habits. Put together, discipline and consistency create power. Discipline helps you take action when you don't feel motivated. Consistency helps you keep going until you succeed. For example, if you want to improve your English, motivation may get you started. But discipline and consistency will keep you practicing every day, even when you feel tired or busy. Why are discipline and consistency important? They are important because success doesn't come from one big action. It comes from many small actions repeated over time. If you go to the gym once, you don't get fit. But if you go regularly for months, you get results. If you study English for one day, you don't become fluent. But if you study every day, step by step, you make real progress. Discipline gives you strength in hard moments. Consistency multiplies that strength by time. Together, they make you unstoppable. Why do we struggle with discipline and consistency? If they are so powerful, why do so many people struggle? 1. We wait for motivation. We think, I'll study when I feel like it. But feelings change. Discipline means you act whether you feel like it or not. 2. We start too big. We try to do everything at once, study for 3 hours, exercise for 2 hours. We get tired and stop. Consistency is easier with small steps. 3. We don't see quick results. We want instant progress. When results are slow, we give up. But consistency needs patience. 4. We lack structure. Without a clear plan or routine, it's easy to forget or delay. 5. We listen to excuses. I'm too busy. I'm too tired. These excuses kill consistency. But remember, these struggles are normal. Everyone faces them. The key is learning how to overcome them. How do discipline and consistency affect us? When you lack discipline, you live by feelings. If you feel lazy, you do nothing. If you feel tired, you quit. When you lack consistency, you keep starting over. You study English for a week, then stop for a month. You exercise for 2 days, then stop. You never reach your goals. But when you have discipline and consistency, you become reliable. You trust yourself. You keep promises to yourself. And slowly, your small daily actions create big results. How to build discipline and consistency. 5 practical tips. Here are 5 simple tips that really work. 1. Start small and simple. Don't try to change everything in one day. Begin with one small action. For example, I will study English for 5 minutes every morning. Small steps build consistency. 2. Create a routine. Do your action at the same time every day. For example, I will read English at 8 a.m. Routines make actions automatic. 3. Remove excuses. Prepare in advance. If you want to read, keep your book on the table. If you want to exercise, lay out your shoes the night before. Make it easy to start, hard to skip. 4. Track your progress. Mark your calendar every time you complete your habit. Seeing your progress gives you motivation to keep going. 5. Reward yourself for consistency. Celebrate your small wins. Smile, say good job, or give yourself a little treat. Rewards make discipline more enjoyable. A short story, Alex's consistency. Let me tell you a short story. Alex is 22 years old. He wants to learn English, but he always quits after a few weeks. He says, I don't have discipline. I can't stay consistent. One day, Alex decided to change. He made a simple plan, 10 minutes of English every morning after breakfast. That's it. No big goals, just 10 minutes daily. At first, it was hard. Some mornings he felt lazy. But he told himself, discipline means doing it anyway. He kept going. After 30 days, he could see real progress. After 90 days, English became part of his daily life. His confidence grew. Alex's story shows us, you don't need motivation every day. You need discipline to start, and consistency to continue. Daily practice for discipline and consistency. Here's a simple daily practice you can use. 1. Every morning, say this sentence out loud, I am disciplined. I am consistent. 2. Do one small English practice at the same time every day. For example, 5 minutes of reading, 5 minutes of speaking, or 5 new words. 3. At night, check your calendar or notebook. Mark your progress and say, I kept my promise to myself today. Do this daily. Slowly, discipline and consistency will become part of who you are. Before we finish, let me remind you, motivation is helpful, but it is not enough. Discipline and consistency are stronger. Success comes from small steps, done again and again. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. Say this with me. I am disciplined. I am consistent. I keep going every day. Yes, you can. Thank you so much for listening to English Whispers. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, share it with your friends, and leave a comment about one habit you want to stay consistent with. And don't forget, you can listen again, pause, and repeat out loud. That's how you practice both English and discipline at the same time. Keep learning, keep practicing, and I'll talk to you in the next episode. Until next time, stay disciplined, stay consistent, and remember, small steps every day create big results.